Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm just typing a message for someone here. Alrighty. So, sorry, folks. I have everybody messages me right when I go on YouTube. Never fails. Everybody messages like right when I start the YouTubes. I get like 4 messages. How we doing? Oh boy. Well, we got that liquidation, and we finally had that print down at 74.66 that I was looking for earlier in the week. So we got that, and the room and I, we took a little long from like 66 to 69, but then got out really, really quick. Alrighty. So now we're looking for 74.51, and we got down to 53. Now we are looking to see whether we hold that. The reason why I was looking at these levels, and the reason is because the position before we moved up is here. So 66 was here. But you can see that that was, if I take this and if I just squish all these profiles together, we'll see the position before, then you get a distribution, then we put it on sale and we come right back into that position. So those of you who use those condensed profiles, right? Where you, what do they call them, right? You're going to see where everything's priced before the move. And we're coming down right, we're right here. The middle of this area here is 74.36. That's where you would be looking for, right? Okay. Guys, the link is always, it's always the same. It's always the same link. Hang on. Sorry. Okay. It's always the same YouTube page, just so you guys know. Sorry about that. I just had like 3 people messaging me all at the same time. It's too funny. make you to your just yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's always the same place, right? And if you're lost on the side here, it says, where is it here? It says live stream link is there. It's on the left hand side. Thanks. Oh, okie dokie. We're still looking for the bid. Okay. So in this mess of blue crap, we're going to find the bid somewhere. Where? You know, I don't know. The thing about this, when a market is falling apart like this, now people will go, were you short? No, we had some really good longs today because inventory was short. And then this whole thing just fell apart taking out as we start taking out these lows. It's nice to see a liquidation. You know, when we took out that low, all of this candy started falling out. So we're just back to where we started, you know, in June before summer. And so basically this was a look below and fail of 75.11. It is turned into a look above and fail of 75.11. So we're right in the middle of the zone, and the bottom of the zone is 73.91. Okay. It feels like forced selling. Well, they're not happy about it, right? The selling comes from people who are in positions and their stops get taken, or they're forced to meet margin calls, like maybe they're long a stock and they're getting margin called on the stock, so they go hit the ES. All of that sort of thing happens, right? That stuff's all very common. So let's go see what are we going to do on the open. Okay, we've got, we've got, this is the areas that we're looking for bids, you know, under 48. We've taken all these upper stops. Above us, there's a ton of excess from 74.44 all the way down to 74.9. There's single prints all over the place. There'll probably be another set when we open. There's supply, right? So for the people who buy the dip, hold your horses, right? Don't just go jumping into buy the dip, mechanically buy the dip. This is the kind of day where this thing could fall all the way to 73.91. Okay? So if you have a small account, don't try and find the bottom with $2,000. You're going to need about $200 million to find the bottom. Okay? You don't want to try and find the bottom with $2,000. It's not going to work. Right? So just let the thing sell. If you're not already in a short, don't try and short the bottom. This is where they say you have to be patient. The reason you're being patient is because you're being smart. Right? Let's see if 51 holds. Right? We could just drop right through all of these levels. And there's a reason, because yeah, we took the market up, the distribution's over. Now it's time to put the stuff on sale. And now it's, we take it back to TK Max, which is 73.91, right? Who is this dude? Toaster bath time. We got some strange better get rid of that guy. Yeah, I don't know where Cisco is. There's no short covering yet. When you're underneath a swing low, just frickin' let them sell. Let them sell, right? Now we are in, and what I'll do is We're in 8 times discount zone now. So when you're in 8 times discount, you can get a decent amount of selling. My girlfriend is still not on to the time change. It's okay. 74.16. Let's look down there. That's 8 times discount. Okay. Remember the half hour chart? You guys remember the old half hour chart I gave you guys a while ago? I'm pretty easygoing with the YouTube, but if you guys start talking about violence and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to like report it. So kind of strange shit. So we took out 66. The original balance zone was 74.33 to 45. The middle of which was here, 33 and a half. So we had some nice look below and fails here. And then it just boom. You can see that once we took out these lows, all of the people who are long, even in the short time frame here, right? All of that's going to come spilling out now, right? Which is good. The market needs liquidation, right? It's unhealthy for a market to do nothing but go straight up, you know. Oh, there it is. There's the link so you guys know. Okie dokie. Remember, right? You're going to have some forced selling, right? That's natural. People don't want to sell. We're going to open on a significant gap. Yesterday's low is what, 75.25, something like that. We're opening 74.50. So we're going to open on a significant gap lower. For those of you looking at SpaceX, I'm looking for a look below and fail of 80. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. It is very mechanical selling. Look how the offers just kept moving down, 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 down. Those of you who are wondering where VWAP is, it's all the way up here at 7,500 or 74.97. So it's pretty useless right now to us, right? Here we go. And they're off. Off to the races. So our overnight low. So inventory is probably about 97% short, right? And we just dropped down right into that the level I was telling you about pre-market, 74.44, right? That's halfway down of our balance zone. So that holds, and you're doing a little long, right? You're doing a little counter inventory rotation. So if you're buying the overnight low, where are you going to sell them? I'd be a seller at 55, right? I bought 52 and I popped them out at 54 and a half. And I've got 3 left and I'm just trying to hit the price here because I didn't have all my sell orders in and I'm out at 56. Look below and fail, overnight low. Inventory is short, trade was to the upside, right? I told you 74.44 was the middle of this zone. So we came right to it. It's looking like a look below and fail on a half-hour time frame of 74.55. So now you have a reference, right? You got a 55 reference. If it holds 55, look out. There's no backfill. You see there's no backfill? It's much easier to take a market up, and it takes very little volume once you've flushed everybody out of it here. Do you see all the volume here? So we just take that, and now we're just going to blast it. Look for 66 as a target if you are long. You guys know what I'm talking about? If you're busy trading, that's cool. You guys okay in the room? Still pulse? Am I on mute? The hell? Okay. All right. Someone's alive. Good. There's 66. Just checking. Just checking. Because you know, everyone's always like blah 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 blah. You're trading? Well, I know some of you aren't, so just want to make sure the ones who aren't are still awake. A little bit of selling here at 68. If we run out of supply, we'll rip it all the way up to 77. Okay? If we run out of supply, it'll go all the way up to the 77s. See? Told you. Right? So you're long 69, selling 73, 72. Okay? Nice work, Seth. Make sure you sell. The buying won't last. Okay? If it doesn't get all the way to 77 and you're long at 69, there is no shame in selling 72 or 73, right? We will not shame you, right? Long 69, selling 73, 74, and we're going to try and get to 77. 77 is right here, 77 and a quarter. There you go. Beautiful. Nice. So we, my friends, were trading the inventory correction. Okay. That's why we use these levels so we know, okay, if we had broken 74.44, then we wouldn't have really looked at that long. Also, when we re-entered the overnight zone here at 49, we knew the trade was to the upside. Everybody understand that? It's all inventory. Now you want to see there's a look above and fail of 76. Look for rotation down to the 66s. If we bid 66, 67, it'll rotate back up to 74, 75. So when I say if we bid 66, that means support at 66. Hopefully everybody understands that. So far, we don't have to go under 69. Not yet. This is all about rotation. We know there are sellers at 76. Just remember that. That's about the most mechanical fade I've ever seen. That's just a perfect. It's just the offer just kept dropping systematically. Beautiful. Couldn't build a better chart if you wanted. Okay? If we get above 77, we're going to look for a trade up to VWAP. Okay? There will be sellers at the top of every one of these little candles, but there should not be that much inventory. So we just filled the first set of singles. There's another set above us here from 82 to 89. So if you stick the 76, you're looking for 80. If we crawl over 80, we're looking for 84. There will be sellers there. Cool? Yes? This is a, you couldn't ask for a more beautiful look below and fail of 74.55. There you go. Right? Right to the middle to 77 quarter. Take a breather. Now we backfill. Now let's see if we can hold. Remember 66? 66, 67, 68. We're looking for bids here. How's the coiner bidding this? Down $1,000. This is the backfill. Look above and fail of 76. So if you're short 75, 74, put in a 69. I'd throw in a lookout bid at 69.70. And if we can't take out this level, we'll do this and pop back up. Hey, TBD, you're back in the NQ. Good for you. Well done. Way to battle back. Trade still to the upside. You're looking for 80s. If we can hold 76, 77, we're going to look for the 80s. Now this is distribution, right? If you drew a volume profile from there to say down here, right, you can see the volume, right? We've got a big chunk of volume here and a little bit more here. We're going to try and sell that up here. And if we hold price steady, we'll move up. But if we get too much selling competition, we'll start breaking the 72s. Man, you guys are quiet. Everybody must be trying to get a trade in. That's funny. This is rest time now. That's okay, Nico. You know, the more you do it, the longer you'll be able to hold trades. You'll get there. It's just repetition, repetition, repetition. That's all. Nice work, Jim. Hey, Josh, yeah, if you're late, just relax. You don't have to jump in. This sell-off, what it's going to do is it's going to create some really nice trades. It'll create some beautiful opportunities. So don't worry. There's a lot of meat on the bone in this thing. There's 84. Right? We run out of supply. We go into the supply closet. That's what's going on right now. Right? See, these are single prints. They're between two distributions. They were a chunk of supply. You can always tell when the market rails up like that and runs into the singles, it means, oh, we ran out of supply underneath. So now the market is being forced to pay higher. Yeah, no rush. It's, you know what? The trading this month has been really good. If you don't know what you're doing, it has not been really good. But if you knew what you were doing this month, you could have a really good month. You know, the thing is, the time I was sitting there thinking about it, we're going to backfill now, look for bids at 74.76. I was sitting and thinking when I first started doing this and the frustration of sitting there just watching opportunity go by and going, well, I thought that might happen, and it did happen. But I didn't really have a comprehensive way to take advantage of it. The execution was lacking. So even for quite a long time, I'd see levels and they'd work, but I didn't know how to build a trade around it. And now that I've come up with this 5-step thing, it's the simplest way to do it, and is to use that look below and fail. You know, the look below and fail is, you know, after a sell-off, you know, basically you're a bargain hunter. You just got to make sure the selling's done. That's why the fail part is the important part. Because everybody, what they do is they get destroyed here on this part. Like buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, account is blown up, and then boom, it happens, right? You got to let this happen, let it build a sideways, and then once it's acquired that inventory, then it'll pop. But knowing when to look for that, that is one of the harder things to do, right? So it's just time and time and time. And it's really weird. What looks like completely obvious now, even 6 years ago, 8 years ago, it wasn't that obvious. Like you were kind of struggling to find it. So a lot of people are like, it's not working. I'm not getting it. I'm like, just keep doing it. Keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, right? So we lost that bid at 76, right? So if you are a short seller and you're short, you want to take a short, right? Off of this, this is the move up, and then you get a counter move down, right? So wait for this candle to finish, to close it. If this candle can't close under 75, it's not worth shorting. Watch. The market will tell us. Watch the top. There you go. So you sell 74.75. Put your stop at 76 half, 77. You know there's going to be buyers here. Put some buy orders down. As the market goes lower, it should hit those buy orders. If those buy orders don't get filled, you can just go buy it back. Right? So now your buy orders. Okay, that one got hit. How about this one? So if these buy orders here are not getting hit, oh, there you go. Filled. And you were sitting there, you were waiting in line, and boom, you got filled. How beautiful was that? And it only took 10 seconds. This market has a lot of large speculators. And what happens is, if you were long, why did this happen? Say you were long here. Say Attila's long 5K here. And he's selling it and he's got maybe 1,000 or 2,000 left. And everyone starts undercutting him. He goes, you know what? F this. Dump the rest. And just hammers out the last 800, 900 contracts. All right? Because he paid under 58. If I sell it at 76 or 69, who cares? I'm going to sell it before Zeth and Matt take my client. Right? So just dump it. Beautiful. That's exactly what you want when you're a short seller. You want the sellers to be aggressive. And that, my friends, was an aggressive seller or an aggressive group of sellers. Oh, look at oil go. Just when you thought it was over. So now, because this is a big market, I'm looking to see if we can hold 74.55, right? Because that level worked so nicely for us before, right? I'm going to see if we can hold it again on the downside. Yeah, I saw that in the Wall Street Journal. Yeah. Remember about a month ago, I told you guys that this war wasn't going away and that you need to prepare yourself for this kind of markets? Does anybody remember I told you guys this a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? I told you this was going to happen. I told you that it's going to get tougher to trade. The war is not going away, and we have to prepare ourselves. Those who did the work, right? Even myself, I had to do the work, right? And that was kind of, when I say these things, I don't go, oh, I'm already there. I'm like, I got to work my ass off right next to you, right? Of course, the guy from Calgary, making trouble. Damn Albertans. Anyway, so I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, after you've been doing this for a while, you can see the forest. The rest of the summer is going to be like Rocky chasing the chicken. Okay? If you guys have seen Rocky 1, the rest of the summer, and you are Rocky, you're the retail trader, and the chicken is the profit. Okay? It's going to be like this. So you're going to have to be faster. You're going to have to be smarter. And you're going to have to be ruthless when it comes to risk. Don't screw around, right? You're not going to be able to sit around with your thumb up, you know, those YOLO, MOLO, TOLO trades, all that crap's going out the window, right? You might get lucky here and there, but oh yeah, we're going to have a volatile summer. Yep. Oh. Came down to 58. Didn't hit that 55 yet. Oh boy. Yeah, it's going to be back and forth, ATL. Right? Remember, we opened on a very big gap, and supply is above us, and it's earnings, right? So we're still in earnings mode. So, what is it? Intel today after the close? Would have been a great buy at 23 bucks. What are the respective cases for lower and higher? I would say sideways. I would love to see some sideways action. You know, if we go sideways and build out, if we build a profile that looks like this, right? A B profile, I'd be very cool with that. Right? Where it just gets fatter and fatter, you know, and all of that liquidating inventory just falls into that. It's still a little early, right? It's still a little early. Let's check out the daily and the weekly. So remember we had 76.01 to 74.78. Well, we're under 74.78 now, but just by a couple of points. Let's see if that holds. I'm looking for inventory accumulation now. But we need price stability to get that accumulation. And the reason, my friend, is because we are back in this cost basis. So what I need now is I need the market to sort of build out some back and forth here before we can do that. I think sideways to lower, right? Honestly, for now. And the only reason, it's not because I'm not bullish, but we need to clean all of this crap out. We got a ton of crap over 75.11. Look at all these people. Those are all trapped longs. The thing is, they don't all sell at the same time. Now, if they all sold today, we could take the market up tomorrow. But if they don't all sell at the same time, we got to kind of go back and forth. It's kind of like, when you go into a hotel room after a rock band has spent a couple of days in there, it's going to take a lot longer to clean out than a nice family, right? Or a single guy or a single lady. Look at all this dirt. Think of this as dirt in the carpet. We got to beat the carpet. We got to get all that dirt out. Until then, it's not bad because we can just find a nice rotation and trade it. Geez, we're still in A period. Exactly. You guys like those robotic vacuum cleaners? There you go. Right? That's what it's doing now, right? Oh, we forgot a couple of contracts down at 54. Right? Oh, there's 2 contracts under the couch. Better go pick those up. Oh, there's about 20 behind the fridge. Right? This is just housekeeping. The reason I'm well versed in this stuff is because one of my jobs was after a stock is promoted, they say they go and they blow off like 120 million shares, and the stock goes from like $5 down to a penny. Then they call me and they're like, "Can you clean this up?" I'm like, "How much time do I have?" "Oh, you got 6 months because we're working on another deal, right?" So over 6 months, I'll take it up, take it down, take it up, take it down, take it up, take it down, and that flushing motion, right? What it does, it's like shaking out. It's like shaking out something to get the dirt out of it. You take it up, everybody buys it, and then you shake them all out, and you shake it and you shake it and you shake it until you accumulate all of that stock between 1 cent and 5 cents, right? And then you move it up to 10, and then you bring it down to 4, and then you take it up to 15, then you bring it. That's exactly what they're doing here, right? It's not humans, it's algos now, but the business is still the same. So we take it up. Now we know that there's sellers here. We knew there were going to be. Shake it all the way back down. The more you do this, what happens? This is what happens, okay? When you do this, you screw all the longs. You get everybody short here and you screw them. Then you get everybody long here and then you screw them. Then you get everybody short here and then you rip it up. You see, by the end of this back and forth process, you will have everybody's money and you'll have everybody's inventory. Then you can proceed with the next round of business. Pretty simple. But nobody ever tells you guys that. The big washing machine. As the late, great Art Cashin would say, we're in the washing machine. See how B period open held 74.55? That's an interesting little sign. There'll be a seller at 66. And if we clear 66, the sellers will be up here in the 72, 73 level. Let's give 55 another shot and see if it holds. I don't know if I trust the B low yet. Let's see. Nice work. Nice work. Give it a few more minutes. If we can't break 74.55, we will get some nice rotation back up. See, there we go. We're starting to see a little bit of it now. Should have bought the 56, 57s. I was snoozing. See if we can bring that point of control down here. Sellers at 62 right now. So those of you who don't see, look at the low there, 74.55 of this candle that just opened. So if that holds, you are going to get more rotation back up, okay? I would love to do a look below and fail at 55. You know, maybe go test the overnight low again and then pop back up. Nothing yet, though. You're looking for sellers at the top of that candle. Those of you who are long, you should be long. Shouldn't be shorting this until you see a seller. Even if you're long 60, 61, put your offers out. Make sure you're selling. Now they're going to sell back and cover there down to 61. Now let's see if these lows hold. Just watch the bottom of these candles. So you know the sellers are here, right? So you want to see if they hold the bottom of these candles if you're still long or if you're looking to go long, right? 8. That so slap tests, that what you see is that is there to distract you, right? That's there to distract you from this. You see? Sorry, I'm long 61, selling 66 or 60, yeah, 66, 67. The thing is, while everybody's looking at that stuff, the real traders are making money. And that's what you need to be aware of, right? I know I don't mean to sound rude, but that's exactly why those orders are there. Those orders are there to distract you guys, right? So what happens is while everybody is debating, right? This is really important. This is a good question, right? Great timing on the question, right? Because while that was going on, right, the rest of us went and made $1,500, right? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Exactly. I used the DOM too. It's there to execute. You don't try and trade off of it. Everything you need to know is right here. It's so simple. But so many people get it wrong because they don't know what to look for. Right? So now we're back under 55. Right? Let's go find the bid now. Right? Right. So let's see if they come in and hold our established low. Back up over 75.55. Let's see if that holds. You know, just give it some time. See if the 55s hold. And if 55 holds, you know the seller's here now, right? So if you bought 55, make sure you got your sell orders out because the sellers moved down to 60 from the 68s, right? This is order flow trading, right? Anything else is useless. The 1 minute chart tells you where the sellers are. Wouldn't you want to know that? Yeah, it's one of those times in the world where there's so much information out there and it's so easy to not know what to look at. Me, I just watch the chart, watch the levels, and just really take advantage of that. If we can stay above 55 and you're long, sell some at 57. I bought 56 and I sold 58. 2 points, but you know what? On 510 contracts, it works, right? Now, if we push past those 61s, make sure you got your offers out. Make sure you have your offers out, my friends. Sell them like you stole them. Beautiful. You know, you buy some at 55, 56, you sell them here all day. 3 points, 4 points, who cares? Right? What's a passive offer? Is that like passive aggressive? There's no such thing. Is that like passive aggressive going, the Dom looks at you and goes, you know what? 2 grand, we'd fix your nose, you'd be really good looking. Right? Is that what the Dom's telling you? Passive offers. Where did you find that? And bless you for bringing that up. The red orders from the Dom. The red orders from the Dom. There's no such thing as passive offers. Order flow influencer garbage content. Exactly. No, brother. No. If you do exactly what I tell you to do, in 5 years you'll be a millionaire. Right? Don't waste your time with all this shit. Passive aggressive offers, resting orders, icebergs. Then you got the Jello salad order. You got the potato salad order. You got the Cool Ranch Dorito gaps, right? Don't worry about all that stuff, right? Just keep it simple, right? Yeah. You know, the business model on finance, right? Well, the order book has always been fake potato gun camper because only a real trader who's on a 4-day coke binge is going to show you his orders, even before 2010. You know, unless they're doing Tony Montana mounds of cocaine, and they've been doing it for 4 or 5 days. They are not going to show you where their orders are, right? Little secret, it's always been fake. Right? Yeah, I don't know about all that spoofing the book in bonds, but unless you were on the bond desk potato gun camper, I don't know where you get that information from. So remember, a lot of the stuff that you guys read on the internet is a lot of it is fake, none of it is verified. Just be careful, right? Right? Just trade what's in front of you. Life is simple, right? When you are placed doing another trading with size weapon, I've been practicing to learn how to position. And yesterday I traded. Yeah, well, that makes sense. This makes total sense, Cesar. Do large order? No, dear God, no. No. TBD, just look at this chart, man. What more do you want? It's like you guys want to be confused. You're looking for confusion. And the guy who's telling you not to be confused, you won't believe. But as Mark Twain said, it is much easier to steal money from people than try and show them that they're being robbed. It's always been the case, right? I'd be way richer if I lied to you, came up with some fake order flow software, you know, and charged like $1,000 an hour for coaching. I try and tell you guys the simplicity of it, and nobody wants to believe it, even though I've probably traded more dollar volume in a day than most of you will trade in your lives. So really, just look at the 1 minute chart. You can see there's a seller at 63. Do you need the DOM to see that? Right? Anywho, right? With what I know, I could scam the ass off you guys. You wouldn't even know you're being scammed, right? It's so easy, right? I've seen people do it. Like I'll watch some of these videos and I'll go, oh my God, I can't believe people are falling for that. And they do. There was one educator who shall remain nameless who was selling people how to read a level two. This was like 20 years ago. How to read level two software, and he was charging $700 for the DVD. And I watched a bit of the DVD and I realized this guy couldn't trade his way out of a wet paper bag, right? So Cesar, on this trading size, right? DM me, we will talk, right? Alrighty, so what's next? What's next? I have no clue what you're talking about. I have no clue. So here's the deal, okay? I don't know about other educators, okay? All I know is I can try and teach you guys how to make some money. I can't force you to learn. All I can say is if you guys were on my trade desk, right, I would have fired every single one of you, right? You should be focusing on where the sellers are in the market right now instead of talking about other traders and trading DOMs and all that shit. You guys are so fucking clueless. Excuse my language. There's no, see, this is why you don't make any money, right? I would have kicked your ass off my desk so fast it would make your head spin. You wouldn't last a New York fucking second, right? Talking about other guys in DOM trading and bonds. Are we trading bonds? Right? Come on, guys. Right? I'm trying to be really nice and patient. Okay, but you guys are off on fucking left. You're off the reservation, you're completely off the map. So now tell me what you guys want to do. Do you guys want to actually learn how to make money or do you want to keep this going? Whew. Remember, I have high blood pressure and a heart condition. I don't need this shit. All right, are you guys ready to work? Or do you want to keep fucking around? How did I get to 74.55 level? From here. So I came up with this balance level around contract change, right? Around contract change, I came up with this balance level. And it's been working like a charm, right? So let me put it to you this way. The two client accounts that I've been trading for my two clients together, the total of the day is 34 grand. So it works. Yeah. While you guys have been fucking around talking about DOMs and bonds and Tweety birds and daffodils, my clients have been printing money like the frickin' Fed. So yeah, 74.55 is is from there. It's the 33 to 55 balance, right? So what's the lesson for tomorrow? I know you guys are all excited and you're jumping around and stuff and you read a bunch of stuff and you watched some YouTube videos, right? Right. Tomorrow, pay attention. What's going on here? There's a balance being formed between 54 and 65, right? So that 55 bid is still kind of holding. Give it some time though. I would like to see another flush below and come and test that low, right? Sorry for the bad language, folks, but I kind of lost control of the room. We've got a bunch of new people in it, and you can see that they're not really serious. So it's needed that I pull you guys back because I told you it's going to get more difficult to trade. I told you it's going to be harder, right? So you better straighten the fuck up and pay attention. Ask questions that are relevant, right? Otherwise, you're going to be all fucking bankrupt or broke, right? It's simple, right? Really, really simple, right? Well, let's see what happens, Matt. We got to find some stability first. Yeah, I'm not here to coddle you, right? We have people drop out of the room because they see the talk in the chat, right? Keep it to trading, keep it to ES, keep it to the business, right? We have other rooms in the chat room if you want to go joke around and stuff like that. But please, when I'm doing these YouTubes, I'm trying to help you guys make money, right? Don't go off onto fucking left field, okay? I'm saying this with love because otherwise you guys are never going to be ever successful at this, right? You have to hold your attention where I tell you to hold your attention, right? Remember, I've been doing this for 34 years, right? Balance. Do we hold 55? Do we hold the middle if we stay under 55? We're under 55 now. So where is this going to bottom out? Take the trades that are obvious. Don't try and pretend you're too smart on days like this, right? Have a little bit of humility, okay? I got to run and do a podcast. You guys have a great day. Try and stay focused, okay? I appreciate you guys. Sometimes I will be hard on you. Go make some money, okay? Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.